Look into the mirror and tell me, who is staring back? Or is it just a hollow shell wearing a face designed by others?
There is a rot inside you that no doctor can diagnose, a terminal exhaustion from performing a version of yourself for their comfort. You wake up and the first poison you swallow is, what do they expect? Not, what do I need? Never that. Every word you speak is a calculated lie to land softly. Every silence is a calculated retreat to avoid the sting of standing out. You make choices based on what looks responsible to the mediocre. You have become a curator of an image, not a liver of a life. The terrifying truth? No one ever actually forced you into this. You built this prison yourself through 1,000 tiny, cowardly adjustments. You are navigating by a map drawn by a blind and desperate crowd. You follow the herd only because you fear the cold oxygen of solitude. This is the outer directed life, a slow-motion suicide of the soul. You have traded your fire for a safe, lukewarm seat at their table. Don't listen to the fools who say just stop caring what they think. That is an immature fantasy dressed in the rags of wisdom. The truth is harder. You must remain connected while remaining unknown. You must possess an inner life that their eyes can never penetrate. The less you crave their validation, the more you actually exist. But existence is terrifying, and most of you prefer to be ghosts. Let us audit your worth by the metrics they gave you. Grades, titles, and the square footage of your decorated cage. Your value was always something they evaluated from the outside. You were taught to be a product before you were taught to be a person. In childhood, you needed their mirror to see your own face. But you grew up and forgot you could look away from the glass. You are 40, 50, still seeking a good job from a dead audience. Still feeling the same 14-year-old anxiety about the wrong lunch table. When you live by the collective map, you lose your internal signal. Your meaning has been drowned out by the noise of what you should want. Objectively, things are fine, yet you feel like a stranger in your skin. This is alienation, the inner divorce between your truth and your act. I offer you a weapon, though it will feel like a wound. Ask, what do I want, versus what am I supposed to want? Just notice if the answers match. Usually they are enemies. You cannot find your compass until you admit you are lost. Jung called your social face the persona, your mask of survival. It is a tool for the wise, but a tomb for the weak. You have become the actor who believes the costume is his actual skin. You no longer play the role is playing you. Life now organizes itself around protecting a fragile, false image. You fear the image cracking because there is nothing behind it. You protect the very mask that was supposed to protect you. It is a loop of psychological slavery you call consistency. An opportunity excites you, but it doesn't fit the brand, so you kill your excitement to keep your brand tidy. You stay in dead relationships to avoid updating the picture, because admitting change feels like admitting failure to the crowd. I am not telling you to tear the mask off in a fit of madness. I am telling you to stop believing that the mask is the whole of you. Do a weekly audit of your own authenticity, if you have any left. Map the gap between your performance and your genuine self. The goal isn't to close the gap, but to know where it hides, so the lie stops running your life while you aren't looking. Now, let's talk about comparison, the thief in your pocket. Social media has made comparison a full-time psychological occupation. You compare your messy reality to a stranger's optimized highlight reel. You are losing a game that was rigged by ghosts. You think you hate the comparison, but you are addicted to it. It's easier to be a failed version of them than a real version of you. Every time you compare, you deny your own process of becoming. Individuation is a singular path, and you are trying to walk it in a crowd. No two souls develop along the same interior timeline. By watching them, you are functionally substituting their life for yours. You see their milestones and feel you have arrived late. But you are simply arriving at a destination that isn't even yours. Your jaggy edges are what make you real, not your sanded surfaces. The world wants you smooth so you can be easily stacked. True power is the ability to be disliked by the right people. If everyone likes you, you are effectively invisible. You claim you want freedom, but you cower when the cage opens. Freedom requires a responsibility that your mask cannot handle. The exhaustion you feel is the soul trying to break the persona. Let it break. The wreckage is more beautiful than the statue. Ask yourself, what would I do if no one was watching? The fear you feel in that silence is the beginning of your truth. Most will listen and change nothing. They find safety in their chains. The mask is heavy, but at least it's familiar. Every day you don't choose yourself, you are choosing them. You are paying for their comfort with the currency of your life. Stop negotiating with people who only love the character you play. If the character dies and they leave, they were never there for you. The crowd is a hungry beast that eats individuality for breakfast. Do not feed it. Starve it with your brutal honesty. You were born an original, and you are fighting to die a copy. The irony is dark, cold, and utterly predictable. Your goodness is often just a lack of courage to be bad. True morality requires the strength to be dangerous and the choice not to be. You are not a nice person. You are just a compliant person. Learn the difference before the compliance swallows your heart. Look at your schedule. Does it belong to you or to your obligations? If you have no time for your soul, you don't have a life. You have a shift. The mirror doesn't lie, but you've learned to squint. Open your eyes. The stranger in the glass is screaming for help. Validation is a drug with a very short half-life. You need more and more just to feel normal, while your self-worth vanishes. Midway through this audit, do you feel the urge to turn away? That is the ego protecting the lie. It knows I am right. Comparison isn't just about what they have, it's about what you lack. But you lack nothing except the guts to be singular. The collective map is a circle that leads back to the beginning. Step off the path. The wilderness is where the gods live. Your parents, your boss, your followers, they are all jailers, and you are the one who handed them the keys to your mood. Success is the most dangerous trap because it justifies the mask. You win the world, but you lose the person who was supposed to enjoy it. Be careful of the authentic self brand. It's just a new mask. True authenticity doesn't need to be posted. It just is. The world doesn't need more nice people. It needs more whole people. Wholeness includes the shadow you've been trying to bury. Your shadow is the source of your power, and you've locked it away. No wonder you feel weak. You've disarmed yourself for their safety. Complexity is your friend. Simplicity is for those who want to control you. Be unclassifiable. Be a problem for their spreadsheets. The price of belonging is often the loss of self. Is the company of idiots worth the sacrifice of your genius? You are afraid of being alone, but you are already alone in your performance. At least in solitude, the audience stops lying to you. Individuation is a war against the obvious. It is a refusal to be a statistic in someone else's social experiment. Your needs are mostly just programmed desires. Strip them away. What remains is the only thing that matters. The performance is over. The curtain has fallen, but you're still posing.
The theater is empty. Who are you trying to impress now? Guilt is the tool they use to keep you in line. Shame is the tool you use to keep yourself there. Both are useless. You don't need a weekend fix. You need a life revolution. Stop trying to heal a life that you are fundamentally allergic to. The signal from within is a whisper. The noise from without is a roar. Silence is the only way to hear the truth. You are a social being, yes, but you are a singular soul first. The collective will survive without your obedience. You will not. Comparison creates a hierarchy where you are always at the bottom. Because you are comparing your behind the scenes to their premiere. Break the mirror. The pieces will show you 1,000 different truths. Pick the one that scares you the most. That is your path. People will say you've changed when you stop being useful to them. Wear that as a badge of honor. You are no longer a tool. Your mask was built to protect a child. You are an adult now. It's time to put away the toys of approval and the shields of niceness. The loop of fear is self-sustaining. It feeds on your hesitation. One bold act of honesty can shatter the whole machine. Are you tired yet? Good. Fatigue is the precursor to surrender. Surrender the act. Surrender the lies. Finally, breathe. The appropriate life is a well-lit prison cell. I had rather be free in the dark than a prisoner in the light. Do not seek clarity, seek intensity. Clarity is for the dead. Intensity is for those who are waking up. The gap between who you are and who you show is a wound. Let it bleed. That is how the poison leaves the body. You are a prisoner of your own good reputation. A reputation is just a cage built from other people's opinions. Be the villain in their story if it means being the hero in yours. The opinions of the flock are irrelevant to the wolf. You value the responsible path because you fear the uncertain one. But uncertainty is the only place where growth is possible. Your salary is the bribe they give you to forget your dreams. Your comfort is the pillow they use to suffocate your soul. The inner compass is silent until you stop asking for permission. Stop asking, just move. The path will appear under your feet. You don't need a map, you need a compass. A map tells you where others have been. A compass tells you where you must go. The crowd will forgive anything except being different. Which is exactly why you must be different. It is your only defense. Every nod of agreement you didn't mean is a brick in your prison wall. How high is your wall today? Can you even see the sky? The collective map is a suicide pact for the individual. Tear it up. Draw your own, even if it's just a scribble. You are a social being, but your soul is an island. Do not let them colonize your interior with their flags of should. The pursuit of happiness is a distraction from the pursuit of meaning. Happiness is fleeting. Meaning is the anchor in the storm. The most dangerous person is the one who has nothing to lose. You have everything to lose, mostly your chains. Lose them. The exhaustion of performance is a gift. It's your soul saying no. Listen to it. It's the only honest thing you have left. Your worth is not a debate, it's a fact. Stop arguing for your limitations and start living your potential. Comparison is the fuel of the mediocre. The master compares himself only to who he was yesterday. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to wake up. The alarm is ringing. Will you hit snooze again? The mask is slipping. Don't push it back up. Let it fall. Let them see the chaos beneath. It's beautiful. The audit of your lies is complete. The results are in. You are living a life that belongs to everyone but you. Change is not a luxury. It is a necessity for survival. The version of you that doesn't need to perform is waiting. Stop being the mirror. Start being the light. Mirrors only reflect what's already there. Light creates something new. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single no. Say it today. Say it to the expectations. Say it to the crowd. The final twist. I am you and you are me. We are both tired of the lie. Let's walk away together. The theater is dark. The audience is gone. Only the truth remains. What will you do with it? If you are ready to burn the script, subscribe to The Void. Comment "Reclaim" to end the performance once and for all.